Black Desert Online is a game that other MMOs probably should take notes from. It has the best graphics on the market that I've seen, the best combat on the market that I've seen, and the best, well, character customization on the market that I've seen. And with all these great things, I still never gave it a try because of its terrible reputation. I do regret not trying this game sooner though, but none of that matters because I am here now. This is my experience playing through the story and hitting level 60 so far. Starting off with character creation, this game lets you make a seasonal character, and as a new player, that is a massive win. That's going to help us build a solid foundation for the future. Now, when it comes to picking your class, it is a Korean MMO, so everything is gender locked. But what's really wild is that after a quick Google search, I found out the woman version of the damn characters are basically weaker. With 27 classes to choose from, picking the one that is right for you is not easy. Unless you want to play a support character. Then, out of the 27 classes, you are forced to register yourself on the FBI's most wanted list and pick Shy. Even with it being gender locked, the customization is far from lacking. You can customize almost anything on it and spend possible hours on this. I eventually went with Striker, leaving behind the two best waifus, Mystic and Ranger. You either agree with me or you're wrong. Change my mind. After creating my character and finishing a quick little tutorial, I had to choose my starting zone. I went with Ancient Stone Chamber because Google told me to, and honestly that was enough for me. After spawning in, I was immediately bombarded with a spam of pop-up ads and a disgustingly overwhelming UI. After messing with my settings, I was introduced to an interesting group of NPCs. A dwarf on meth, this angry bitch, and her Discord mod. Here is where I would put a spoiler warning, but I may have skipped through all the dialogue. Yeah, after this point, I just spammed R the whole way through. I appreciate that everything seems to be voice acted.
Who said you can rub your mitts on this without the princess's permission?
But it's hard to stay immersed, especially when the NPCs are moving like they took too much MDMA, and the dialogue is too damn long. But the story is not where this game shines. The real reason to play this game is the immersive combat. The combat in this game is both smooth and satisfying. What this game lacks with an immersive story, it makes up with immersive gameplay. Unlike other MMOs that claim action combat, BDO has a true action combat experience. What other MMO can you grab an enemy by their neck and throw them at other enemies? Not only that, you actually feel like you're landing your hits, because that is my biggest issue with all major MMOs. Every time you fight, your hits don't actually, well, hit. Instead, you're just hitting the airspace around them, hoping they suffocate and die. This game doesn't have the standard click button to cast ability, but instead has a combo system like in a fighting game. Because of that, I can easily tell the skill ceiling in this game is a lot higher than other MMOs. Even though you can be lazy and just spam to clear the content, at least in the beginning, if you decide to take the time to learn and understand your class, the feeling of pulling off a combo perfectly that you have been practicing is the dopamine hit I have been looking for in a game for a long time. I am genuinely impressed with this game's combat system, and I think it deserves all the praise and respect for having the most engaging and rewarding combat system in the genre. I love that this game gives me a bunch of free stuff, but there are so many different items, and as a new player, I have no idea what 99% of them do. So trying to figure out what I should use, save, sell, or even toss as a new player is not easy. I'll try and read the description, but since I'm new, the description for some items just raise more questions than it answers. So I could either Google each item individually, or I can just toss them into storage and forget about them. But with limited storage and weight, that creates a whole new problem to solve. But among these items given to me throughout my journey, the most important ones as of right now are these magical crack rocks here. These bad boys right here are used to upgrade my seasonal gear. But how, you may ask? Well, let me introduce you to the Black Spirit Casino. Here at the Black Spirit Casino, you will use these crack rocks as a currency for a chance at an upgrade. Every time you succeed, your chance drops for the next upgrade, and every time you fail, your chance increases, but at the cost of a gear level tier. So you are essentially playing ping pong with your gear score. But that's with the armor and weapons. With accessories, if you fail, they do not go down a level. They actually just explode. With all that being said, I really do love this game. It's not perfect and it's not for everyone, but honestly, this game is definitely what I have been looking for. There's still so much more I haven't covered and even more that I haven't experienced yet. But if I went over everything, this video would be 10 hours long. Please feel free to give me some advice and recommendations on what I should work on and work towards in this game down below. I had so much fun making this video and look forward to making many more.